Hi everyone. So today we're not quite live. We've had to pre-record this because I have a hospital appointment this afternoon. So here we are with our Mixed Media Special 3 because a lot of people have been buying this recently. It's just been really popular. We have still got some stocks of it. So I thought I'd do a little project for you. In it you get these 3 lovely dies, which are great, and they match 2 of the stencils, 2 of the stamps in the kit. So you get a whole great big sheet of stamps. Let me just bring mine in, you can probably see them a bit better, and maybe put some paper underneath it. Okay, so you get an amazing array of stamps. I think this is why it's so popular, because we've got florals in here, leaves, butterflies, background, words, this lovely big collage stamp here, which if I turn it over, you can see it better. There we go. So a really beautiful set of stamps, so chuffed with those. You also, as I said, get the 3 dies here. So this one fits this stamp and this one fits that stamp. So it's super easy to use. And of course, this stamp here, this leaf. So you also get loads of patterned papers as well. Let me just open this out. So here's your magazine, absolutely gorgeous it is, with loads of fantastic projects in here. So you can see all your stamps there. I've done a few samples for you in mixed media. I've done a lovely mixed media heart here and a little journal. We've got all of our favourite DT members, Sue Jacob, we've got Carolyn, we've got Kerry. They're all in here doing beautiful stuff. We have some designers from the Practical Publishing team as well, and here are the papers. So they're on a really nice quality cardstock, and they are double-sided, as you can see.
Let's just turn the sun off.
Sorry about the sun in the background. You can win a chance to go on a dirty weekend, so you must do that. And a little bit about us as well. Loads of gorgeous stuff. Okay, so there we go. That's your magazine, jam-packed full of stuff, loads of freebies in it, and if you look here, ta-da, there we go. If you use MAG25 at your checkout on the website, indigoblue.com, you will get 25% off this kit, which is today only, Alfie says. So you better get cracking, because what is it, Alfie? Today only. Today only, MAG25, 25% off.
You should go on telly.
So we've also got a special giveaway. Sorry, he's got me giggling already. It's all Alfie's fault. No, it's nothing to do with me. It's Alfie's fault. So we've also got a giveaway as well. So this giveaway is, now I had to double check this, a voucher for 50 quid. Really? Seriously? Wow, it must be Christmas.
Times 2.
Times 2. So 2 people are going to win a voucher for 50 quid for anything you can buy off our indigoblue.com website, which... But what? But what? Yes, the only thing you have to do to get this 25 voucher, to be in with the chance to get this, is to like...
£50 voucher.
£50 voucher. £50 voucher.
You said 25.
Did I?
£50 voucher. It's
25% off the mag. Ta-da! Mag 25. But up there is £50 voucher for 2 people are going to win that. All you have to do is like, comment, and share. That's all you have to do. Like, comment, and share to be in with the chance to win £50. That's incredible. Can I enter?
No.
I don't know. So this is our gorgeous butterfly from the stamp set, which is delicious. And I'm going to cover this with some Glamrock Gold. Just chuck it on. This is an ultra-fine embossing glaze. So the ultra-fine is brilliant because of the really, really fine detail you will find on all of our stamps. Now, our stamps are, as you know, are red rubber, and this kit, they are clear. That won't have passed unnoticed because we don't actually make these stamps. They are made by Practical Publishing for us, which is why you get these kits at such a ridiculous price.
They're very good. You should go on telly.
Do you want your hair drying, Elsie? Okay, so this is Glamrock Gold embossing powder, and I just love embossing powder. I never tire of it. Never, ever, ever. Which is fabulous. So what I'm going to do is get my trusty ta-da, Lusciouses out. So if you haven't seen these before, where have you been is all I can say. So what should we do? Let's do this one. Oh no, let's do this one. Okay, so these are Luscious pigment powders. So they are the pigment powder that we use to make lots of things with, but basically paint. I've also added a load of mica powder, which is the sparkly stuff. And we've also put a binder in it as well, which makes it stick to a surface. Okay, so I've just got a wet brush and I'm dipping it in the powder, and then I just put it onto my palette, or you can use an old plate or a paint mat or anything like that. And you just want to mix it until it comes to the consistency of single cream. And you just do it bit by bit. Don't try and do it all at once. Just bit by bit. And you'll end up with a lovely, creamy, beautiful, luscious paint. Now, once these are dry, you can just add a bit of water and it will reconstitute itself. But the powder is fantastic because you can actually use that for lots and lots of other things. I add it to my embossing powder to make clear embossing powders a colour. You can add it to your other mediums like Sapoton Thick to create beautiful coloured mediums. I add it to clay, polymer clay, paper clay, all of those beautiful things. Resin, it looks amazing with resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of that beautiful Bottle Sunshine. This is it Bottle Sunshine, or is this? No, this is Rapunzel, this one. So this is Rapunzel. So I'm going to put a little bit of Rapunzel in here. And the embossing powder will resist any of that water-based paint, okay, which is what the Luscious is now. Now I've mixed it with paint. Okay, and then I'm going to come in with the Bottle Sunshine. So the Rapunzel is from the Fairy Tale set, and the Bottle Sunshine is from Spring in Your Step. Okay, so I'm going to bring that in here. I probably could have done with a smaller brush, but hey ho. And just, you see, you don't have to be neat. You can go over the lines because it'll push away from the lines there. And then I'm going to come in with some watermelon. I think that's called watermelon. Yes, it is. From the Spring in Your Step, which is really gorgeous. Such a beautiful colour. You'll find some of our Luscious are actually duotone, so they change colour depending on what light is hitting them. And also some of the new ones, we've actually got an extra new magical ingredient in it, which makes it incredibly sparkly, that we get from our unicorn friends. And then I think actually I might just extend this down here as well. So you can see I don't have to be dead neat with this. I've got my drink off to the side, and the amount of times I've nearly dunked my brush in that, you won't believe. Right, I just need a little finishing touch. just missed a few bits there. Let me just get those bits. There we are. And then I think we will go with, this is Rosy Glow. So let's just finish off with Rosy Glow in the middle there, up this side of the wing. And there we are. Beautiful. So that's gorgeous. Look how that hits the light. And I have done one earlier, which I've cut out with similar colours. But they're gorgeous, aren't they? Right, so that's that stage done. Next thing I've done is I've actually done this ahead of time. So I've stamped and cut out a load of these from your stamp set from the same box kit 3, and you can see they're lovely. I really, really love all of these flowers that you get, and the buds and the vines and everything. So let me just put that safely to one side. And then what am I creating in the end? Ah, yeah, well, that's a surprise, isn't it? No, even to me, Alfie says. I'm not. I'm actually going to do a card, a DL card, okay? So I'm just doing all the little elements first. So what have I got here? I have got some daffodil, mulberry bush, fresh cut grass, lime marmalade, tiger lily, and I'm going to do a tiny little bit of red hot chili. So you can see that you probably only need about a grain of rice. Okay, so you can add water to this, which I have done with my paintbrush. It's got loads of water on it. And I'm just going to utilise all the shading that's already on here. I'm going to just change to a smaller brush. There we go. And really, I would take your time with this rather than watch me rush it. But I'm just going to go over the lines that are already there. I'm then going to come in with some daffodil. And I'm going to go over the whole lot with daffodil. So that will mix in. You can see it all mixing in with that lovely red hot chili. And then we'll be getting some nice oranges coming through. There we go. And just let that merge a little bit. And that's just a little bit too harsh, that line. So I'm just going to smooth that out a little bit. There we go. So these I'm going to do just in daffodil. So really quite a light wash of yellow all over these. There we go, and just a tiny, tiny hint of the orange, which is tiger lily. So just a hint of that, and again that will just soften as it dries. And I'm just going to bring in a touch of green down here. And speaking of green, let's get these done. So this is the really light lime marmalade. And let's do a little bit on these while I've got that on my brush. So these are just going on the edges. And then I'm going to come in with the much darker fresh cut grass, which is still a fresh green colour. And then I'm just going to merge that in, just let that mix in with the tips of the lime marmalade. And then let me get my big brush just to finish off these. So all of that is going to just mix in really nice. But it cuts really beautifully. That's from the die that I showed you, which is great. And then these, let's just have a little bit of daffodil as a base on these and that. And I'm just going to very, very quickly finish these off so you don't fall asleep. Alfie's already asleep though. Wake up, Alfie. No, he's going to start snoring in a minute. Should I kick him awake? That would be cruel. No, I can tell he's not asleep because he's not snoring. Okay, so this word here, blossom, I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of the that red hot chili, and then I'm going to come in with the tiger lily at the bottom, just so we've got different colour coming through. And I probably won't need that, so let's just put those to one side. Okay, so what I've done is, if you look at all the papers, you will see that you get coordinating colours, which is great. It doesn't matter which ones you choose because they will all go together, whether it's the blue, that lovely buff, or slight yellow one, the reddish, the greens, all of these just go together. So it doesn't matter what you choose. So what I've done is, I'll just put that to one side, give me some room. So what I've done here is, there we go. I've just taken 3 of them. And again, it doesn't matter which way I go with these because they're all going to fit beautifully, but I'm actually going to go for this side. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with my grab and go. You need to get this. It's a brilliant, brilliant glue. It's it's still got the stopper in it. I've got one here. You need to take the stopper out before you start. Stop laughing at me. This has got a stopper in as well.
It is new.
Stop laughing at me. You're just giving me the giggles. Okay, so this is a really excellent. Shut up, Alfie. Stop it. I'm going to send you out into the naughty corner in a minute. I'm really sorry, guys. Oh, dear me. So this glue grabs really quick, which is brilliant if you're making flowers or, as I'm doing, making this, so it'll really grab quickly. All my MDF and greyboard projects is what I had in mind for it because it's a really strong one. But also, I like the fact that it does grab quickly because, as I say, when you're making 3D projects, you don't want to be holding it for 10 minutes while it sets. So that's my base. I think what I'm going to do is get a little bit of packaging corrugated card and just tear this up a little bit just to give me some texture going on in here under base. So let's just make it a little bit uneven. And I quite like the idea of some music as well. So let's have a little bit of this going on up here and maybe a little bit down at the bottom. And just at the side here, just poking out, that's good. And it also gives you a little bit of elevation as well, so they're not all going to be ultra flat. And I've left the edges here sticking out a little bit, so it's not all completely and utterly devoid of any 3D. Right, so what I've also done is got a little bit of a foam pad out and one of these. I've got a few big ones, but I don't know where it is. Just to shape it on the back. So I'm just going to, I would have used a bigger one if I could have found it, but this will do. So this will just give me a little bit of shape. If you don't have one of these embossing balls. Thanks, Alfie. Yeah, it's been miserable all day, and then the sun comes out, doesn't it, just when we start to film. Which is lovely, but it does mess up the lighting. Thanks, darling. So it just gives it a bit of shape. If you haven't got one of these, just bend it around your fingers a little bit. Oh, that's excellent. That's really good. Thank you, darling. There we go. So it's not completely flat. There we are. And then I've done that with loads of these. So I've obviously made a lot more than I need, but I'd rather have a lot more than not enough. So this is one of the ones I've just done. And then of course we've got these. Now, these are still slightly damp, which is fine because it will stretch the paper a lot easier. I think this might end up being a journal page actually rather than a card. Even though I've made it into a card, I think I might just extend it. And then it's a case of just building it up and just playing with it. So I'm just going to start with, this is going to go on last, but this is basically where it's going to go. And I think I will probably have blossom here, or depending, no, that's too big. So we're going to have blossom here. So I'm going to put that on now so that I don't go over the top of it. Oh, my fingers are just so not good for this. Shall I give it Alpha to do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, baby. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this down here. So I'm just going to hold a little bit of it here, just so that we can still get the shape coming. And just hold that down for a few seconds. That's good. And then maybe let's have one of these. Oops. Just to carry on there. Yep, that's good. And maybe just a little bit coming out here. So what should we use? Thanks, Danny. So let's have one of these coming out here. So it's always a good idea, I mean, I'm just going for it, but it's a good idea to do all your placements first and then take a photograph of it on your phone. And then that way, you're not going to forget where everything was. And just to cover up some of that, I'm going to just put one of these big leaves in, and then that'll be good for the bottom half. Okay, and also you can see I'm going from one central point as well. They were all coming out from that central part there. So yeah, happy with that. So now we need a bit of height going up here, perhaps. So I think we're going to start with a nice big flower here. And maybe this on here. So this is a really lovely kit actually. I mean, even if you did get one originally, getting two is brilliant because then you can die cut a lot more efficiently if you've got two of the same die, which I really like. And of course you've got all those papers as well. So all for under a tenner is ridiculous actually, isn't it, when you get all of that? And I think maybe this here. There we go. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Okay, so that's quite nice. I'm just going to finish off with that bit there, but I'm not going to glue that down just yet. Or maybe I'll just put another flower there. No, you were right first time. Just stick with that. Right, okay, so we probably need a bit more up here. And maybe that there. No? What? What's wrong with it, Alfie? Don't you like it? No. What's wrong? Go on, speak. Don't. What? What?
Nothing.
This is so not fair. Seriously, do you not like it?
It's all right. No, it's good.
It's oh, it's okay.
No, it's good.
You're such a liar.
Sometimes I think less is more.
Whereas sometimes I think more is more. Yeah, let's just throw the kitchen sink at it, shall we? Oh dear me. Right, where's my tape? Okay, so just gonna finish this off. You're lucky I didn't put my lace on. I had lace and string on earlier. So just count yourself lucky. So double tape, double foam tape so that I don't squish those. And before we go, watch to the end because I've got a surprise for you as well. Not just the 50 quid voucher to be won by 2 people. Just like, comment and share. Ta-da! I like it anyway, and that's what's important. Right, I just want to show you something amazing by Sue Jacob. She did this and sent me in an envelope, okay? Stamps made from die cuts. So these are the dies that are in the box kit 5, and she has actually put them onto some foam. So I don't know, this could be kiddies foam, play foam, funky foam, I'm not sure what sort of foam, but it's foam with a self-adhesive backing on, and she's just put them through the die cut machine, so you can actually take these out and attach them to your acrylic block and stamp away, and it matches the die. How blooming cool is that? I mean, that's genius. Let me just get a acrylic block out. So let me just see whether I can get this off. Oh, ta-da! Right, piece of card. Ink pad. That's fine. Let's give this a go. Well, hey, look at that. It works. Oh, that is just so cool. That is just amazing. That is lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is brilliant. Sue Jacob, you are a star. Star. Fantastic idea. Love it. Anyway, there you go. Box kit 3, box kit 5. See you. Should we do a pre-record next week? Because we've got, we're working over the weekend as well.
Might be.
Yeah, so we'll do a pre-recorded something special for you. Okay, make sure you like, comment and share. And Mike 25 for your 25% off box kit 3. Okay, lovely to see you. See you soon. Bye.